Are you trying to start a record label but wondering why some labels explode with success while others barely break even? What if I told you that no matter how perfectly you set up your label, there's one thing you can't control and it could make or break your business? In this video, I'm going to break down exactly why success in the music industry isn't guaranteed, and most importantly, how you can increase your odds, including this one strategy that most people overlook. I've just got back from ADE, which is the Amsterdam Dance event, and there was a lot of talk about the role of record labels in the modern music industry. And for me, it hit home because I spend a lot of time helping people set up and run their own record labels. Naturally, one of the main things that people want to know is, how do I make money as quickly as possible? Having run a few record labels myself, I get that. But the harsh reality is not every label is going to make big money or any money at all straight away. And why is that? Is it something I can guarantee? No. Even if you follow every bit of advice I give you to the letter, there is still no guarantee that your label will take off. It's like opening a clothing brand on Spotify. You could have everything in place, a great product, strong branding, but still success isn't promised. So why is this? The answer lies in the nature of creative businesses. And here's what you need to know. Number one, creative industries are unpredictable. When you're in a business that's rooted in artistic creativity, whether it's music, film, fashion, or art, well, you're immediately subject to the whims of public opinion. And public opinion is damn hard to control. People's tastes evolve and they evolve fast. Cultures shift constantly, influenced by many factors that you simply can't account for them all. So, what was hot 6 months ago could be out of favor tomorrow, and it's beyond your control. You can do everything right, get all your ducks in a row, and still not hit the commercial success that you're aiming for. This is the brutal reality of creative businesses. They're at the mercy of taste, trends, and timing. Number two, the role of luck in creative success. There is one thing that no one talks about, the role of luck in creative success. The success of any creative business, be it a record label, clothing brand, or a film studio, comes with a big dose of luck. I know that's not what you want to hear, but it is true. Now, when I say luck, I don't mean sitting around hoping for a miracle. I mean the kind of luck that comes from putting yourself in a position where you're more likely to catch a break. It's why so many people who've been successful in creative industries always say, just keep going. Because the longer you stick at it, the more you increase your chances of being in the right place at the right time. It's all about creating conditions for luck to find you, even if that means hanging around through multiple failures. Which brings me to my next point. 3, perseverance is non-negotiable. If you're serious about succeeding in the music industry or any creative field, you need to be ready to face setbacks. Many of the most successful labels or artists don't hit it big on their first try, including me. My first label, Kings of Electro Records, had just one release, but we kept at it, kept learning, and kept refining my approach. The thing is, the more you produce and the longer you stick around, the better your odds of hitting that sweet spot where the market trends and your music align. That's why you see artists and label owners pushing their message over and over. Sure, there's a bit of grit involved, but what they're really doing is improving their chances of success by simply staying in the game. And 4, reinvention can be a game changer. One thing I've seen a lot of artists do, especially after a few years of grinding without much commercial success, is reinvent themselves. Maybe they launched a specific sound or brand, but after 3 years, it's just not working. So what do? They go back to the drawing board and ask, what's working now? How can I pivot? I saw this a lot in the early days of the EDM explosion in the US. There were a lot of drum and bass heads that hadn't had huge success, reinventing themselves as dubstep producers very, very successfully. Now, that's fine for the artist, but what about a record label? The reinvention process can involve a number of things. You might pivot the genre of music you're focusing on. Maybe the market is oversaturated with one style and it's time to explore a genre that's gaining traction or represents a new frontier. I've seen labels shift from house music to techno or from pop to niche genres, finding success where they hadn't before. Another approach is rebranding. You can update your visual identity, messaging, and overall image to reflect more current aesthetic. This could attract a new audience or reinvigorate your existing one. It's like giving your label a fresh coat of paint to signal you're evolving with the times. You could also retarget a new audience. Perhaps your label has been pushing hard in Europe, but a growing fan base is developing in South America or Asia. Refocusing your efforts on a new geographic market, or even targeting a different age group or demographic, can give your label a whole new lease of life. And this is where data analytics can come in handy, looking at streaming stats, social engagement, and fan behavior to identify under-tapped regions or audiences that can help you reposition effectively. Sometimes this reinvention is exactly what it takes to reignite momentum and put yourself back on the map. It's not about giving up, it's about adapting and dealing yourself a new hand in the game. Whether you're trying a new genre, refreshing your brand, or reaching out to new fans, these shifts can open doors you didn't know were out there. So, creative businesses come with unique challenges, and unlike other industries, there's no guaranteed formula for success. Trends change fast, public tastes are unpredictable. Even if you do everything right, there is always an element of luck involved. But there's good news. Perseverance and reinvention can greatly increase your odds of success. The more you push, adapt, and adjust, the more you'll improve your chances of finally hitting that commercial success that you're aiming for. It's not easy, but if it were, everyone would be doing it. So whether you're launching your label or pushing forward through your existing one, remember, it's not a marathon, it's a sprint. I know that's a cliche, but it's true. Stay flexible, stay persistent, and most importantly, stay in the game. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button and I'll notify you when new videos are uploaded.